What are some other strategies you can implement or you can share with us today that our listeners can implement in their workplace when it comes to this business of bullying or just being heard when they need to be heard in their workplace?
Well, there's so many strategies. Let me see, which one am I going to pull out from my Weiss communication success plan? Okay, the gap.
Hmm.
What is the gap? The gap is our safe place.
Hmm.
So let's say you are being pushed, Tom.
Mm-hmm.
You've got lots of options. You could push back. I'm not suggesting that. Becoming defensive. I'm not suggesting that. You get into the gap, your safe place.
Mm-hmm.
For just a few seconds, you ask yourself, how do I want to respond? Am I going to assertively say something? Am I going to use the two words, I'm curious? What makes you ask that question? Are you going to say, you know what? Let's talk about this later on when it's a little safer environment because we're so heated right now.
Mm-hmm.
It gives you a chance. The gap is that's the first step is you have to first decide what you're going to say. Because you and I know when you're in a heated discussion, many times we say things that we wish we didn't say. And it could be worse.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So that's what I would suggest first.
Okay. So just give yourself that space, that gap, call a timeout, whatever you want to call it, but to give yourself that opportunity to let that other person save face, yourself save face, and then choose to resume that conversation at a later time when it's a better time and place to do it.
Absolutely. And what you just said could even be part of that discussion.
Mm-hmm.
Let's find a better time.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot exactly. You didn't say when we cool down. You said it much cooler than that. But let's find let's postpone this meeting and start again tomorrow.
Yeah, that's being the adult in the conversation, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Where the two might be, you and the other person may be resorting to more childlike behavior than to just take a time out, take a step back. You take yourself back up to the adult level and then you draw that person up there with you.
Yes, and I'm going to give you this is a strategy that I learned when I took a boot camp from my friend and colleague Jeanette Gadati from Accurate Body Language. She tells us, and of course I suggest to my clients too, when you're talking, when you're in a heated discussion, let's say you're calm and you're doing all these strategies, but that person's eyes are popping out. It's like their nose is flaring. It's like smoke is coming out like a bull.
I've seen that happen. Yeah.
You don't continue the conversation because you're going to lose. And it's not about winning or losing. You don't have a chance to even go there. So that's when you actually can say, you can walk away without saying anything.
Right.
Or that's when you say, you know what? This isn't a good time for me to continue the conversation. Let's come back. Put it out. Put the onus not on you. Not, oh, your eyes are flaring and you look like a bull. No. That's gonna.
Yeah. Absolutely. Great point there. Yeah, I guess that's really what it comes down to is having the confidence to be able to take the conversation in the direction you want to go, or to just postpone that conversation until a time when both parties are going to be in a better frame of mind to continue it.
And you just said the word confidence. We don't get confident in conflict resolution until we transform from not knowing how to start the conversation. That is what I'm finding when people come to me. They transform from not knowing how to start the conversation to feeling confident using their voice.
Gotcha.
So you said the word, you said the magic word, Mr. Borg.
Well, that's what I think what you're all about, Joyce. You give your clients the confidence to be themselves, give them the strategies, the techniques to be able to be the kind of person they need to be in those situations so they can create that win-win result. That's what it sounds like.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You got it. You listen
Okay.
very well.
Okay. Thank you.
You're
Well,
welcome.
well, hey, I'll tell you what, we are about ready to wrap things up.